Yes, good afternoon, and I really want to welcome Mihhail Fedorov, the new defense minister of Ukraine, who has an extremely interesting background because he was basically in innovation, in technology, and he brings all that experience now to this job. When we first met last week in Kiev, I was really impressed by how you're combining the defense and what is needed there in the big war-fighting effort, but also to bring the newest technology. And I told Mihhail that NATO will be with Ukraine when it comes to training, when it comes to arms supply, when it comes to making sure that we capture all the lessons. And of course, NATO allies are working diligently and every day to make sure that the security guarantees are as strong as possible post a hopefully soon ceasefire, long-term, or even better, a peace deal. And I was visiting last week Kiev, and I saw the destruction of one of the heating plants, 1,100 big Kiev apartment buildings, approximately 250,000 people living there without heating. So this is what the Russians are trying to do, hitting the innocent civilians and the civilian infrastructure with absolutely no other reason than to create this fear and chaos. But the Ukrainian people cannot be broken. That's what I experienced last week. And I met the soldiers again, and I've seen in their eyes the determination and the fierceness to maintain the fight against the Russians. And the Russians are only making very incremental advances. This is very incremental against high losses. In some months, up to 30,000 Russians dead. Not seriously wounded, dead. So these are incredible numbers, and it means that Ukraine is really sustaining in the fight. And then I visited Chernihiv, a couple of hours drive from Kiev. It was occupied by the Russians for about 6 weeks in February, March 2022. And I spoke with the people living there who have experienced that and really had to undergo this Russian occupation, which was really terrible. And all the details I will not share with you now, but it was really heartbreaking. And again, also there, I saw in their eyes, they will not give up. He will not give up. Ukraine will not give up. So good to have you here today. You are amongst friends.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you for your support, personal support, and thank to all the partners who are helping us in this war. And we see that Russia can't defeat us on the ground. We see that Russia is fighting with our civil people. Russia is fighting with our civil infrastructure, with heating stations, with electricity stations, and today Russia attacked our country. They launched at least 24 ballistic missiles, and thank you for support with SPEC-3. It was very important for us, and we are continuing to fight with Russia. And you're right, our strategy is working. We eliminated 35,000 Russians in December, 30,000 Russians in January. And we have our vision for this year, and we will present this vision today at the UCDG. And I think we will get a good support from our partners today. And thank you for your support, and see you later.
Absolutely. Thank you.